provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Colorado's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gets it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. They get him down after he makes the catch. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Arizona State 7, Colorado 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The play-action fake. Lets it fly on the move. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Touch pass on the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Makes the score Arizona State 14, Colorado 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that pass intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Looking for a productive play on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got his man, and he'll be brought down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. He got it. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Open runway ahead. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. A huge play is coming back because of the penalty. Of course, the defense says you wouldn't have got the huge play without committing the penalty. Little touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 40. And on second down for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it and going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, throwing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Cobb. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the back. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Finds his man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half.
14, Colorado, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in this second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That receiver wore that one. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes the grab. Tackled immediately after the catch. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bucks! They take the lead with the 6. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for room at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Never break stride. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. You just can't. Like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Algier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet. Hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to barge their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback and you throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, it goes in.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space or...
And he breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. And the kick is good. He did it in the middle of a monsoon. And the hands were sure. The hold was perfect. And the kick was a winner. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string